So, it's about the video of Okwulora Ndi Igbo. There is a video he made recently where he talked about our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said a lot of things on this video, and I want us to calm down and watch and listen to hear what he said. He said a lot of things anyway. One thing I will let you know in this video is that some people don't know the value of what they have until they lose it. Whether you like it or not, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still remain the best person we have in Eastern region today, even Nigeria at large. Whether you like it or not, whether you hate him or not, he still remain the governor, the president, the senator, the House of Rep, the local government chairman, the state House of Assembly, and other political appointee that you may call it in Eastern region, in Biafra land today. But one thing pains me about this our brother is that he gets sick all the time. But my prayer goes to him. May he get healed. Whatever he's sick for, whatever that is disturbing his health, so may he be healed. I don't care whether I hate him or not. I don't have personal enemy. You understand? But one thing you should take to be my friend is to don't carry your problem come into this struggle as a kind of coming to attack any of our leader, coming to attack Biafrans, coming to say that you don't want to be. That's what I don't want from you. If apart from that, I don't have any common problem with you. So let's hear from this our brother being Okwulora. He said a lot of things concerning our leader. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. In case if this is your first time coming across my channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification button. Let's watch.
Until rendition. Let me not say what I don't know because I'm not a lawyer. I'm not the Nigerian court of Sena. I got a method in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the 20th of November. And a lot of us are not worried. Well, particularly myself, I'm worried. That is why but I have to do this broadcast. I want you to host a watch party. Copy the link to your friends on Twitter, on Instagram, on Messenger. Copy the link of this broadcast to every Igbo platform in America, in Germany, UK, in Japan, in Senegal, even here in Igbo land. Every Igbo man need to listen and understand why I am doing this broadcast. It's going to cost you only 2 seconds or thereabout to share this video. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been detained by the authorities of Nigeria for years, and nobody is talking about it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is having a valid court order here in Nigeria, and the order says give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bail. And a certain court in Kenya granted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu certain number of certain amount of money compensation because of what they call something rendition. Let me not say what I don't know because I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a law student and I don't practice law. So I'm going to limit this whole broadcast or story to the best of my knowledge. Nnamdi Kanu was accused of doing broadcast and all that. 1 month ago, we saw the same government of Nigeria negotiating with armed terrorists.
Okay.
You know what it means to be armed terrorists?
They listen.
And that is exactly why, more reason why President of the United States called Nigeria a disgraced country. You know what it means to categorize or to call the most populous, the most populated, the most talked about black nation or country, a disgraced one. Coming from, you know, after Jesus Christ, after God in heaven, the greater man, after Jesus Christ in heaven, it should be whoever that is the president of the United States of America. Ojukwu was in same scenario. Sometime during the war, Ojukwu had to flee from Nigeria to Ivory Coast. And Hufat Buhari, then president of Ivory Coast, gave Ojukwu shelter. Ojukwu na Yakubu Gowon no go. Ojukwu no Ivory Coast, Yakubu Gowon no Nigeria. Oliver the Coke wait here go see. No onye nwanne ya nọ n'ụzọ. N'ife olili ada atụ ya, n'ụra ada atụ ya. Osike ka mba Ojukwu, Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu yesi n'ọrụ Ivory Coast. Yakubu Gowon bụ onye betray. Yakubu Gowon was the man who went against the Aburi Accord. Osi na onye nwanne ya nọ n'ụzọ, n'ife olili ada atụ ya, n'ụra ada atụ ya. Shehu Shagari was the president of Nigeria. Alex Ekwueme of Oko was the vice president. Ndi Igbo ji wee biri. Sam Mbakwe, then governor of Imo State, governor of Anambra State, Jim Ifeanyi Chukwumobodo. Somebody like Kemafia, Chukwuka Ndi Igbo. Somebody like Nwafọ Orizo, Akweko Nwa Orizo. Na cousin abi Igwe Orizo, Igwe Nnewi. Somebody like Izuchukwu Transport. Somebody like Ekene Dirichukwu. Stephen Edumude. Asi ke ihe na-eme. Akpala Ekwueme, asi abata. N'ife abarụ, n'ike mba nọ na Ivory Coast. On exile for 12 years.
Okay.
Ndị Igbo bịa together. Eje meeting. Yoba Shagari biko, negotiate here. Ojukwu returned to Igbo land. He said something. He made it categorically clear. Ojukwu si na onye ọkụkọ ya nọ n'ukwu osisi, ọkacha oke ọkpa na-eso nwunye ọkụkọ ana. Ojukwu si ọbụ na ọkụkọ gị nọ n'ukwu osisi, gị ka jie ya okwotobi ya ụnọ. Ihe obi n'ụbọ, akụluo ụnọ. Ndị Igbo bịa develop unu bụ unu. Ọ na-eme oke ọkụkọ si nwunye ọkụkọ pụọ. Osoli alarụ, nwunye ọkụkọ pụọ n'ụtụtụ, oke ọkụkọ sori ya pụọ. Before you know it, onye nwe oke ọkụkọ chọbe ya achọ. I watch him birthday. I like him on what Tinubu so much. I don't tribalistic. I only tell you the facts and figures. What Tinubu, Shayi Tinubu. I'm from Shayi Tinubu as a very simple guy. A guy named pride. Even though now they project here to be the next governor of Lagos State, son of the president, commander-in-chief of the armed forces, son of Senator Remi Tinubu. Shayi Tinubu can Kumakia. Shayi Tinubu was to birthday, yeah. All Igbo big boys. All of them went to the birthday party of Shayi Tinubu. None of them told Shayi Tinubu about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Governor of Ebonyi State, Governor Bonyanwu Ifurubonye APC. Governor Tinubu, from all accounts, I have never seen Governor Tinubu before. Manandini na Tinubu mekogoriye, Senator Tinubu de reliable, not the one. Don't quote him for not give me fun, not give me a. Governor Bonyanwu Ifuru, Bonye APC. Governor Hope Uzodimma, Governor Hope Uzodimma Bonye APC. Sorry, my brother. The truth is that Governor you forget to know that I just akuba here. I say as you hear, stand still, don't shake, don't make a move, don't talk. That's only thing you will be here doing is when they give you this money, you bring this money, we divide this money, you take your own share, I take my own share. Don't go there and cause trouble. In fact, continue, my brother. Continue. Almost in APC, we don't know the situation of Governor of Abia State, Alex Oti. Deputy Speaker, House of Rep. Right?
And one thing again you know is that all these Southeast politicians, they are in a kind of meeting. You understand? You can't do things without the consent of the other person, the other governor. You understand? That's why it is very, very hard for you to see any of them do something contrary to other Southeast governors. But to do the one day let me just calm down here. Continue, my brother.
Kanu Boni Abia State. Honorable Benjamin Kalu Igbo Abia State. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Boni Abia State. If I let the time again with Ndi Igbo na Igbo, oga na-enwe natural igwe, oga na-enwe organic igwe, igwe na-enwezi na igwe certificate.
Arumelu.
Ọ na-agbama anya mmiri na Igbo na governor pụta, local government chairman pụta, igwe kwụrụ ọtọ, ọrụ ka ọ bụ na Igbo.
Ọ dị egwu.
Ọ na-echeta eze Awoko, eze Joe, igwe Nzam, igwe Jesi Emeka of Umueze Anam, igwe Orizu na Nnewi, igwe Nata na Ogbu. You go to Nabunakoso. I don't know where we go from here. The current governor of Enugu State by APC, Governor Peter Mba, and when Peter Mba perform well, I tell you, when Peter Mba perform poorly, I tell you, my relationship and personal love for Peter Mba cannot be, it's not negotiable. I have utmost respect for Governor of Enugu State, Governor Barrister Peter Ndubisi Mba. Peter Mba by APC. I know why Peter Mba by APC. I see no connect Ndi Igbo and Enugu to the center. Governor Peter Ndubisi Mba is now in APC. Governor Peter Ndubisi Mba, with all due respect, I'm not under any advice. I'm not in government. I'm not a politician. Governor Peter Ndubisi Mba, if you want to win the heart of Igbo people, go to Abuja. You are in Abuja. Governor Peter Ndubisi Mba of Enugu State. 95% of Igbo people want to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu released. Nobody cares about your re-election. You are going to govern Enugu State for 8 years. Governor Peter Mba, happened the other time with the Air Force. You were flying with Air Force on national assignments. Your son, your brother, is languishing.
Otoro ijakpe ya nwe ya nwoke otoro Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Peter Mba otoro Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, otoro Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't believe. Somebody as old as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Otoro Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Continue, my brother.
Abuja, Governor Ndubisi Mba, ọ na-adị mma sọkọta eze anya, ekpuru nkata n'isi kwu ya okwu. For the past 2 months in Enugu State, and what if I
my brother, the truth is that Nigeria government are not the people that is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. People that is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is Southeast governors. That is people that is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Manudodi, Akwazu Eke, Olubori, Azucha Eke, Ururi, Anobalata. Echi bonta. Man, if we gbasatara Biafra, if you think maybe echi mo one nation na ndị na-ekwu okwu Biafra ga-arapụ ikwu okwu Biafra nwanne onye na-atụ asị. At this point in time, nwanne orejigo. Continue.
Negotiate APC. On negotiate APC. They are already planning for next election. Somebody should copy this message. Send it to the governor of Enugu State. He's my brother. I love him so much. And I have to tell him the truth. And may praise the Governor Peter Mba Moma. Peter Mba currently had a Mofoma. How many days can Peter Mba spend in Enugu State? Ask yourself. And well run around Enugu State in the last 2 months. Governor Peter Mba by APC. Nobody cares about that. Governor Peter Ndubisi Mba, you are a representative of Ndi Igbo. Enugu is the capital of Igbo land.
Okay.
Have you started to ask yourself, what about 20th of November? What if they sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to death? by hanging.
My brother, you see about what you just said now about sentencing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, any sentence to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is from the so-called Southeast governor. That Southeast will not contain us. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is our own president, our own governor, our own senators, our own house of rep, our own house of assembly, our own in our own political appointees. I don't care who any politicians you are praising, your following ship. I don't care. But you see that of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, be very, very careful. Be very, very careful about that man. We are just watching to see how all this shambolic trial will end. But my happiness is that we have government already, government of USB. Whether you like it or not, government of USB is there to stay, and nobody, you have nothing to do about it. You understand? They are waxing strong about finance. USB government is waxing strong about signing deals with countries. USB government is waxing strong in strategic in fact, let me not just go there, but all I have to tell you is that you see that Python Southeast governors, politicians is training will end up in swallowing them. Just take it from me. I am not just making mouth, but I am telling you what I know. Continue, my brother.
Or life imprisonment. What are we going to do? You get a election in 2027.
A mega election, the governorship election that happened in Anambra State recently. Didn't you see what happened? Even them confessed in national television. So we are not talking about even with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there will be no election. Even before that 2027, I believe the government of Biafra will, you will see, we don't need, you will see a lot of things before 2027, whether Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is here or not there. But if anything's happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it is not all about that is how we normally say. We have government now, and whether you like it or not, the government is growing. Continue, my brother.
The governor of Enugu State, governor of Anambra State, Hope Uzodimma, Alesoti, Ogbonni. All of you should cover your faces with shame. Okwulora Ndi Igbo. I fear no human being. So
okay.
Oliver Lukoku si onye nwanne ya nọ n'ụzọ. N'ụra na-atụ ya. N'ihe oriri adagụ ya. O si na-eme nwata ka emere ibi ya obi dị ya mma. With all due respect, I'm going to mention names. Asari Dokubo, Government Tompolo, His Royal Majesty Ateketom, Amayanabo for Kereka. Somebody like Isondo Igboho, with all due respect, Amayanabo for Kereka. Igweno Kereka Ateketom. There were similar issues with federal government of Nigeria. Their people went to federal government and negotiated. Nobody in Igbo land want to talk about Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody want to talk about the court judgment he obtained. Nobody want to talk about the compensation. Everybody want re-election.
Okay.
Governor Soludo, if you like, you govern Anambra for 50 years. One day, nature is going to retire you. Governor Peter Ndibi Simba, if you like, rule Enugu State for 50 years.
Forever.
Nature is going to retire you. And I tell you people one thing. One day, Igbo youths are going to rise against all of you. All of you are selfish.
Amuma. Yeah, Okwamuma, one day shall be one day. One day shall be one day. You will not remember you are a governor or once a governor of Southeast. One day. And it is not a threat. It is not a threat. It is not a threat. I don't see it as a threat. But it is reality and fact. You understand? One day, the 99.9% of Igbo youths, even those that is around you, may one day turn against you. Those maybe you are feeding with 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, the money that cannot feed them. Let me not just talk too much. My brother, continue. Let's hear you.
You connected to the center. You connected to APC. What are the dividends? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was called in Enugu, I think in 2019. When Governor Ifeanyi was there, they told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to drop Biafra and make demands. He said, okay, before the conversation, make Onitsha a seaport, a proper seaport.
Okay.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, make Iguacha a seaport,
okay.
A proper seaport.
Okay.
Construct second Niger bridge. Make Enugu airport, an international airport. Is this too much to ask?
No.
I love Peter Mbe so much, man. I don't too able. Any then to the money be made with referendum. Ask the federal.
How can he live in Enugu? How can he live in Enugu, where he know that the people is no more with him? See, Onyarura Laganato, his shadow. Egu. Ebukwala Onyarura like this. Igwe lide. Oja bagaro. Onyarura like this. Enweli kefo shadow, his shadow or her shadow, and trust it. You understand? That's it. How can you want what is he called, Governor Mba, to live in Enugu, where he noticed that he is no more with the people of Enugu? It's not possible. But to do it, one day shall be one day. Monkey will go market. It will not come back. But whether you like it or not, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is our governor, our president, our senator, our senators, in fact, name it. We don't have any political, forget all those ones that is rallying around you. They are just a kind of looking for waiting they go eat. You understand? So my brother, continue. Maybe we continue so that we round up.
Our governor of Enugu State contracts. He rehabilitate all the police facilities in Nigeria. Governor of Enugu State is now moving with presidential air force.
Okay.
Governor of Enugu State. Is it not high time to take 1 minute and say, Mr. President, my people, Igbo people are clamoring. They are demanding.
Okay.
They want the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Is it too much?
My brother, he can't say it because they are the people that is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know that they sent him in Iran. You understand? But why he cannot ask that? The government of Zoo don't have hand in the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is where he is today. You understand? People that is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is Southeast politicians. But believe you me, one day, even their shadow will be against them.
I'm Enugu. When you found out in Enugu now, as of 6 months ago, Enugu was one of the fastest rising city or state in Africa. Everything is on hold because our governor moved to APC, and we were told that if you go to APC, everything is going to be easy. Governor Peter and the but where is your conscience? People of Enugu are lamenting. People are complaining. Soludo Agwegu, a professor without dignity, a professor without integrity, a professor without shame.
I swear.
Governor Soludo doesn't behave like a professor.
I swear.
When I'm asking a man who is a professor, on when you stays, on when composure, on how to talk.
Almost.
Governor Soludo of Almighty and
almost governors enwere na Southeast na Mazi Ugwu ka ndị biribe. Afụkwa na agafela ụzọ afọ ebe a na-akụ egwu sef agwa driver ha kwụsị. But driver ha kwụsị agba iribe ka ndị biribe. Nwanne gwaba ya okwu.
Responding to a stand-up comedian, Alex Oti, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, by the virtue of state and origin, is from Abia State. Governor Hope Uzodimma, Abia na Igbo bụ fiye, anyị niile bụ ndị Igbo. Before 1970, in fact, as at 1976,